Well, state lawmakers are looking at ways to make it easier and perhaps even cheaper for us to go inter-island. It's been about 15 years since the Hawaii Superferry last voyage in the state, and our Dwayne Shimogawa reports on the other forms of inter-island transportation that's up for consideration.
Even though the Hawaii Superferry lasted just 2 years, docking at piers like this one here at Honolulu Harbor, there's renewed hope for more inter-island travel options.
Part of what we're talking about this session is looking at how we can fund environmental impact statements, how we can do the due diligence so that we get all our communities on board to figure out what makes sense for deployment in Hawaii, because we know that process is going to take some time. So the faster we can get ahead of that and get everybody lined up, then the faster, cheaper, cleaner options to get between the islands and all around the state become real.
Senator Lee tells Island News that state lawmakers have been working with and hearing from several companies that are looking at new options that have never been rolled out in Hawaii before. These include electric sea gliders, which would start out with carrying 12 passengers and then ramp up to carry up to 100 passengers. It may be cheaper and quicker than the current options out there.
We like that the sea glider pilot is an alternative. It's a clean energy, fuel efficient one. It's one that's supported by our airline partners, and it's one that we can see moving forward.
In addition to sea gliders, there are other options on the table, such as advanced air mobility companies that are creating large drones for people, moving 5 to 6 people at a time from point to point.
For technologies like the electric sea glider and some of these advanced air options, these things are not decades away or even years away in some cases. The FAA is certifying companies to begin commercial operation around the world, this year, next year.
Whenever these options come the state's way, the state's Department of Transportation is ready with whatever infrastructure is needed to make it happen.
For us at the DOT, again, we take an infrastructure, so we just got to know what the plans are. Where they're going to operate, what kind of rules they will operate under, and see what kind of infrastructure is necessary to support them.
Businesses are ready as well.
For businesses, shipping goods is a key factor, and anything that can help them mitigate costs or have other options in case one option doesn't work out is always a good thing.
For Senator Lee and other lawmakers, it's go time to unleash other travel alternatives for inter-island transportation.
People are always looking for other options, and the airlines themselves are exploring other options to be able to partner together to create new ways to get around, to provide redundancy so that you can get from island to island either by airline or by maybe sea glider or by other options, so that there's going to be a cheaper overall cost to local residents, and you can get there in some cases faster than we could ever imagine today.
In Honolulu, Dwayne Shimogawa, Island News.